is Shannon Miller-Mace. Thanks for tuning in. I'd like to talk to you a little bit in this video about the Design Center's humanistic online model for engagement, specifically the learning awareness standard. In my courses, sometimes what I like to talk to my students about is the idea of being a full-time student and trying to translate that into their workload for the semester. So in some of my courses, you'll see I've populated this here. I have what I started calling a time log assignment, and it actually started with just this first question, estimating the amount of time that you spend per week working on my course to try and really emphasize that 40-hour work week for a full-time student. But what ended up happening was I noticed that a lot of the things that I wanted students to think about with their workload, sort of the deeper knowledge of how they were spending their time and not just the amount of time, was being lost with just this one question. So after a semester or two, this developed a little bit more into follow-up questions. But I still only deploy them week by week. So week one, students only get the first question. But then in week two, they'll get question one and question two. Question two is asking them to describe which days of the week they think they are most likely to work on my course outside of the class. And you'll notice that I'm asking them to at least pick 2 days of the week to work on the class. And then week three rolls by and they have to answer question one, question two, and now question three, which is that they've located a working space that specifically allows them to focus and complete their work when they plan to do it. So one thing I've noticed here is that there'll actually be people that will admit that this is false, that they have not been able to identify a place for that. So these kinds of questions actually help me in real time to intervene with my students, especially once I get through week five. I'm able to do enrollment verification and midterm grades and reach out to students if I need to. Question four, so this would be week four. I ask them about the resources in their own words to just describe sort of what things they are using to actively work in the class. Are they in a study group? Are they using the PowerPoints that have been provided? So thinking about them responding with their own words. And then question five, asking them if they think that this setup is working. So is the amount of time that you're spending, when you're spending it, and how you're spending it, are you confident that that's actually going to help you be successful in the course? So at this point, week five, I had started to run out of ideas. I had a couple more, but they just weren't timed right. So actually for question six, I had AI generate this for me from within Blackboard Ultra. It saw what I had been typing. It took these 5 questions and I asked it to populate a matching question for me. You'll notice that all of the questions so far have been different kinds of questions. I try to do that to give students a variety of ways to interact with Blackboard as well. But this last question was AI generated and it worked out really well. I did edit a couple things. I don't remember exactly which words I edited, but this was nice for the AI generation. So trying to give students a way to think about what they're doing and when they're doing it in order to get towards promoting the active engagement in the class, cultivating sort of the motivation to complete assignments in the class, and of course sort of the growth mindset and reflection over time. If you are interested in helping develop this sort of activity, this one's still being revised semester to semester. In fact, let me see if I have it pulled up here. Week 7. So for week 7, I thought it was time for midterm grades. So maybe calculate your midterm grade. Compare with what's posted in Blackboard. Does this match your academic goal for the semester? If it does, make me a list of what you think is happening to make you be on track. And if not, then let's make a list of things that maybe we could do to help get you back on track. So this activity is still in the making. If any of you watching have ideas for what to put in the following weeks, I'd love to hear from you. And this module will actually be available for copy through the Design Center. So if anyone would like a copy of this to put in their classes, go ahead and reach out to the Design Center to get a copy of that. And if you would like, I need a new name. I called it the time log in the beginning because it was just the question about logging their time. But this has developed into a much more robust assignment at this point. So I'm thinking of names like workload history, or something like learning awareness survey or something. So anyway, if you all have any ideas about this, all of your feedback is much appreciated and very welcome. So thank you all, and hope you have a nice day.